traders, hey, and thank you for watching this video if you are. Now, I hope everyone's having a great weekend. What I am going to do, it's going to be a watch list and also discussing trading for this week. And unfortunately, and it hurts me to say this, I didn't play CREG. I got to the party late. I was making a tea. We'll go into details about that, but last night was the only night really I could effectively trade properly, because this whole week I've been on mornings with my work, so I get a rotating roster at the airport in Perth, so it's a little frustrating. And I got to the computer, and I had a rest during the day, and I had things to do during the evening. But we'll just bring this up now, actually. And I was watching this, and it ripped pretty. It wasn't like an aggressive, just massive one spike. It was more like a steady increase from the opening of 5:30 to 9:39, and it got halted there. I think it got halted a couple of times. No, it got halted 3 times. So it opened up, and it dipped down a little bit, and this wasn't really a significant panic sell, but I watched this and there was a bit of a dip buy opportunity. I didn't take it, and then it sort of petered out, and I thought, and a couple other stocks were not doing too much either, and I just thought, well, it's going to be one of those evenings, and I sort of stopped watching it, and then it did move pretty quickly. So when I got back to the computer, it was about here, and it just continued on, and I'm like, wow. So yeah, that's life though. I'm not sure what triggered this. It might have been some third quality results out. I made a video about this yesterday. So an MGTI, my short thesis, there's a lot of promoting in this stock as well. It's really not performing very well. And there's a lot of sad bag holders as well, because Bitcoin is up quite a lot. Although it's down a little bit now, it's 6,700 US dollars. It could be a dip buying opportunity. So, so I'm just going to support it, guys. But yeah, this one's really uneventful. So I'm just going to close it down. The pumpers, the promoters are getting compensated significantly, it looks like, to lift this one up here. Oh, it's even in there. Is it in there? Top tickers. Top tickers. Join the chat. Oh, it's not in there. Equity trader. Okay. Anyway, so CREG, do I see this going anywhere? I mean, it really flattened out a little bit. Did it end the session with good volume? It's pretty flat pre-market as well. A lot of shares traded though. Look, this is interesting still. I mean, I found a little bit of support in the $5, so could see a dip buy potentially of $5. I'm going to close this one down. I'm going to keep it pretty short and sweet. XNET was a little bit nicer. I like to see this, had sustained interest throughout the day. 13.6 million shares traded, which is significant. What was the average? Average volume is 1.8 million shares, so that's pretty telling. Found a little bit of support there at 1261, and the high of day was, what's the high there? 1381, 1398. Let us find the high. Oh, this one. 1398, and it opened at $9.54. So pretty significant little move. I mean, it's not a doubling of the share, but still, it's an interesting one. So maybe a breakout over 14, or a dip buy down at 1260 or so. Definitely want to watch. I mean, it started the session pretty slow. I'm not quite sure. Was it delayed news? Oh, so there wasn't really any news out on the day. It just sort of just took off. So that's, a potential play for next week, guys. And I also wanted to discuss the realities of trading in a challenging time zone. Now with the Nasdaq, pardon me, opening at 10:30 in the evening for me, it does pose some challenges. But you've got to learn to adapt and play either the opening or the close. Now I did have an opportunity to trade the close of sessions this week. With getting up so early, I was up 2:30 in the morning, and the session closes out at 5 o'clock in the morning. I was at work from 4 though, but no real opportunities presented themselves. So that, and what I'm learning, I am more of a picky type trader, and even though I am this paper trading, I'm trying to treat this as much like real money as possible, which is a difficulty for some people. But that's the best way I'm learning. It was a little disappointing there were no trades taken, so there's no progress to report on. But CREG, I guess out of the week, that was my only real opportunity to trade a stock, and I missed it. So that's not the end of the world though. But I like XNET here. It's uptrending a little bit, and it'd be interesting to see how things pan out for Monday. What else is there? Some lag here. We'll just leave that be. So that's the game plan for next week, guys. So we've got XNET again. MGTI, I bring that up. If things get very ugly and it closes below $1.70, let's say on the Monday, there's a real potential that a lot of investors are going to. There's a lot of chatter on Twitter. This is one I've been watching a little bit as a sell trade, but with the promoters coming in, it's a little challenging. And like Tim said in his latest video about why he's prefers the dip buys, and I agree with him. Is especially for him, he's so public. There's going to be promoters probably unprofitably following his trades, and he was talking about that chat room that he watched for a few seconds with all the promoters together. And I fully believe that's probably still how it's going, because you see so much manipulation with the low float stuff. But yeah. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you watching. There's not a lot else that I'll go into detail. I'm probably going to do a little bit of analysis. I'm doing a lot of observation stuff and note taking for market close and things like that. But for me personally, I'm preferring the breakout trades over significant levels of resistance or support, and also dip buys as well. So hopefully there's more trades to report next week. You could probably constitute this as an analysis video as well, with that failed CREG trade that I didn't take. And hope everyone has a great weekend. Study hard, guys, and good luck for next week. Bye.